Hello, I am going to be showing you the visual schedule I have for one of my students. He is a 19-year-old male with autism. He has met all of his high school graduate requirements. He attends the Life Academy where we work on vocational and life skills and working on that independence, that transition piece. He has used visual schedules majority of his school career, so he's very familiar with the schedules. He started off at the pictures and he's moved through all the levels that were discussed in the videos. He currently is at the written schedule and we are moving him towards using his own planner. So his schedule is actually written out for the entire week. I took pages out of my teacher planner and laminated them, and we write on it with wet erase markers, and we lay out his entire week for him. That way he knows what's coming up and we can discuss things, because anxiety is a big issue. So he kind of knows what's going to be happening on the days, and there's some days he goes to work and is not at school for the full day, so he can kind of see all those things laid out for him. And it is a front and a back. The front is the morning and the back is the afternoon. And we use the wet erase markers. So when we write it on there, it stays on there. It doesn't get smudged, can't get it easily erased. But if we need to, we're able to make changes. If any changes do occur, we write them in the red so that it kind of stands out more and he knows that there's a change happening. So here is the schedule. You can see it has the day of the week and the date, and then up top I do have the times. When I taught younger students, I never did put the times on there because it does change a little bit. In our program though, we are pretty stuck on the times and changing through the different activities, so I do put the times. And for this particular individual, it's helpful for him to know how long he's going to have to be in that, or for this is the back. So for in the morning when break time is, he knows that break time is only that long, or else he would try to have break time longer. So this kind of gives him those time frames that he needs. But it has Monday and then the date, and then it has the times, and then where he's supposed to be at. If he's supposed to be at the morning folder, where he's going to be at the vote group, or there's two different vote groups, and then he goes to break, and then when he flips it over, there's the skills group with myself, the skills group with the other teacher, and then we have lunch and a break, and then we do on Mondays we have an early out, so it's announcements, and then we go home. Now, this doesn't tell him what he's going to be doing in each of these groups. It just tells him where he's supposed to be. When he gets to those groups, he has those work tasks laid out for him and those work systems, and then those are written out as well. But this is his schedule, and you can see on Tuesday he does morning folder, and then he goes to work at OU. So then that's just written out there, and when he gets to OU, he has a different schedule for him there. But then he comes back and he goes home. On Wednesday, it's the same layout. And then on Friday, he goes back to work at OU. So this kind of just gives him a snapshot of what his whole week's going to be, and if there's changes, such as on Wednesday afternoons we have something we call Wired Wednesday, where we do a technology activity, but sometimes this turns into a community outing for physical fitness or something. So then I would erase this and I would write in red the different activity. Or if he's having anxiety, or as we're reviewing this on Monday, we go and we review the whole week so he kind of knows and remembers what he's going to be doing. If there's a change or he has something, I will write the explanation in here. Or if we have a goal for him, or even sometimes I do motivational quotes or inspirational quotes, I will write those in here for him for the day so he can kind of remember it, and it just kind of gives him something to think about, or like a little social cue or something. I'll write in there. He carries this with him, the sheet with him, because since it is with that wet erase, it doesn't get smudged, it doesn't do anything. So he just takes it with him, and his cue to check to see where he goes next is me or the adult working with him handing him his marker. Then he knows he can go, and then if he is done with morning folder, then he would cross it off. He actually had crossed these off, and I rewrote them for this week. And we don't have school Thursday or Friday due to conferences, but for video purposes, I just made the whole as if he was here the whole week this week. But then he can just cross them off, and so he can kind of see. He likes to cross off the whole entire thing. Some students could just check it off, but he likes to eliminate it and get it all out of his way. So that is how we do it. And yeah, that's his schedule. So if you have any questions or comments or any suggestions on how to maybe tweak this, go ahead and leave them in, as a discussion in the forum. I would like to hear from anybody. But thanks.